and my brother and sister, who are both U.S. citizens, and I grew up with the children around us. I learned English at a young age from a purple dinosaur, enjoyed pizza and pool parties with my friends. But our lives at home were not ideal. When I was 13, I decided that enough was enough. The way my mother was being treated was not right. The continual physical, emotional, verbal abuse that my father inflicted upon my mother drove me to call the police. After this, my family was able to live in relative peace and safety, but for a short time. The strong anti-immigrant climate of hate in Arizona is worse and becoming normalized. Policies such as 287G and SB 1070 make it impossible for families going through domestic violence to seek help. As a young woman, if I were to experience domestic violence, I by no means would call the police on someone that was threatening our lives, for fear of the well-known abuses and violations of human rights in Maricopa County jails, as well as the imminent disintegration of my family. Things did not get better. When I wanted to get a driving permit, apply for scholarships to go to college, or register to vote, my mom brought me to the reality by telling me that our family's visas were expired. Since my siblings are both U.S. citizens, I was the only one left out, lacking the appropriate documents necessary to exist in society. Due to my determination, I was able to attend Arizona State University and graduate cum laude last year in 2009 with 2 bachelor degrees, one in political science and another in transborder Chicano Latino studies. During those 4 years, my scholarships were taken away 3 times. I did not qualify for federal, state, or financial aid from the university. I was charged out-of-state tuition by the state I had grown up in. On the other hand, I received the Cesar Chavez Leadership Award in 2006 from my community and service of leadership from then Governor Janet Napolitano, who is now the head of Homeland Security. The terrorizing raids from Sheriff Joe Arpaio in our community forced my family to leave the state my senior year of college. When my family had lived here for 20 years, we only had 1 week to erase our lives in Arizona. While this left me without a car, without a home, and without a family, I now understand that it pushed me beyond my mental limits. Being that I've been accepted to start my master's degree at Harvard University this fall, it's ironic that the most prestigious university in the world has invited me in, has stated that I'm welcomed and believes that I'm worthy and of value in the society. Yet the state that I call home criminalizes me, it dehumanizes me, and makes me feel unworthy of existing, let alone of an education. I ask Congress to pass the DREAM Act now, so that students like me can once again feel worthy and proud of the education they receive. I've done nothing wrong. I've not broken any laws. I did not have control over where I was born or what my parents did with me when I was 2 years old. I refuse to be labeled an illegal, a criminal, or even undocumented. And as I stand with my community, with DREAM Act students, and the state of Arizona, we're crying out for help, and we're crying out for justice. We're defending our dignity here in Washington and at home. End 287G agreements in the country, and put an end to SB 1070 in Arizona. Prevent similar bills in other states, and pass the DREAM Act as a standalone bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much.